Hello everyone, this is me, Dusty Circuit here, and to bring you another Kerbal Space Program video. And today we're picking up on our mission to the Symmetra binary gas giant system in the Kakabo system. And of course, in the last episode, we landed this plane on the surface of Norhic. And of course, now we're going to reunite with the mothership, and then go to Norhic, which is over there, or it's closer into the into the two planets in the middle. And because the atmosphere is really thick down here, it's actually possible to do some pretty crazy maneuvers with planes here. It looks like we'll have to just do a final kick burn into orbit. Okay, now we are officially back in orbit. Now just to re-rendezvous with our mothership. Oh, I had to do a whole bunch of orbits just to catch up, but okay, so this plane's job is officially done. And of course, I didn't design the ship with the ability for this plane to redock, so we're just gonna have to leave it behind. So I'll just spacewalk our two Kerbals over. Okay, so now need to do a little bit of a and I need to actually change the position of this lander that we have remaining, so it's actually in the center, so our craft is balanced. Okay, that is now done. And I guess now we can leave Norhic. We should actually have a bit more Delta V now that we've shed some weight. And it looks like we're already in an orbit that's going to take us where we want to go. Or where we want to go next. Goodbye, Noiring. Looks like in a few orbits we'll have a natural encounter, so guess that looks like that. Oh, that's working in our favor. Okay, there's our Norhic encounter, though looks like we might have to make an adjustment because we are going to crash into Norhic, which we don't want. If we don't do anything, that is. Okay, there's Norhic. Okay, I'm getting a little nervous about my remaining fuel at this point in the mission, so I'm tempted to actually lower my orbit. I'm tempted to also do gravity, an aero brake. And I don't think the atmospheric heating is going to be too much for the ship to withstand, at least hopefully not. And I guess also another excuse to admire the firefly effect of Norhic. Just guess kind of, to me, kind of looks similar to that of Jewel and Sarnus, interestingly. Looks like the next pass is actually going to capture us into the surface, so I'm just going to do a little, just tiny adjustment burn. And I think we'll stay in the prograde direction this time. So I'd say that was successful, even though I've had to do a few adjustment burns. And oddly enough, we are now in a almost perfect orbit. There are apoapses and periapses both at 44 kilometers. So I guess now we will we'll depart our lander. Of course, in this lander, I may have gone, might be a little bit overkill for Norhic. I basically have this nuclear saltwater engine with like a really small like one of the tanks from the Sterling tankage to hold the nuclear saltwater fuel. But there is kind of a reason, as I kind of want a surplus of Delta V available, so I can do a bit of exploration on this moon. Yeah, like all those cracks you see on the surface, well, this is what they look like up close. They're actually pretty deep canyons. I think first I'd like to land on just normal flat ground. And then I think we'll try to go inside of one of the canyons. Yeah, I was afraid that was gonna happen. We're gonna start to tip over. Okay, has to be one of my most sketchiest touch-and-go landings ever, but we made it. Oh, and I don't think I brought any science stuff with me on the ship, but oh well. And if you want to read those science reports, feel free to pause the video. I have no idea if this is even going to be possible, but I want to see if I can actually land inside of like one of those canyons. And also maybe if I could recreate a what I did on one of my first, I think my very first time actually visiting Norhic, which of course was before I was recording these videos, but when I was actually just new to the Kakablo mod. I'm gonna try this again. Also, this is about as closely as I could recreate this. It took me several attempts to land here, and I think at one point I just gave up and used may have used cheats to actually right myself again after landing down here, but so I really wanted to do this for this mission because I think like literally in one of my first missions to here, I actually decided to take my lander to the bottom of one of these giant cracks, and I think I even got it like wedged in like probably the most sketchiest position ever. I guess kind of like this, but in an even more narrow crack where like the side, like the lander was literally like right up against the wall. And I was like, well, there's no way I'm getting out of that unscathed, and I managed to get out of it without using cheats. Just crazy. And I think I'll edit in the picture that I took of that landing in post. Then I think this will be the last time I'm gonna be landing on Norhic for this episode. See if I can't maybe jump onto the lander from here. Okay. Wow. Okay, now the task of getting out of here. Okay, now we are back in orbit. Okay, our dock was successful. Though I've had to, in my ascent from Norhic, I've had to do apparently I took off in the wrong direction relative to the mothership, so I've had to correct that, but that's led to me using nearly all the fuel up in that lander, but I would like to continue on to, like, once we leave the Symmetra system, I'd like to maybe try going for Noi, but that's we'll have to see about how much fuel we have left. Hey, I'm gonna have to do, well, if I want to squeeze a trip to Noi into my, like, Delta V budget here, I may have to be very, precise with my burns here. Well, in terms of how much Delta V I use. Hey, I got a intersect with Noi, but looks like it's gonna take quite a few orbits for it to happen. There it is. Now we're in orbit. Okay, let's disembark our lander. I just think this is actually my very first time being to this planet. Well, it's more an asteroid than a planet. I don't know what's causing those texture glitches. And it looks like we don't actually have to do anything. Like we can And it looks like we could just abandon our lander here. And then just spacewalk our way back over to the mothership. And shedding the weight of the lander gave us back some precious Delta V that we're probably going to need for getting home. So from here, I'd like to make it back to Sarnus with the front of the ship still attached, so maybe I could do another refueling kind of maneuver.